Cool.
Okay, we are recording. This is Superbad, the live film script reading. Derek, go ahead.
Opening credits over super funky blaxploitation style music, which builds to an exciting crescendo, filling us with the expectation of a thrilling, action-packed opening sequence. Instead, we get interior Seth's car morning. Seth, 17, a bit heavyset, in the midst of a sad attempt at growing a goatee and clearly a terrible driver, cruises along while fiddling with the CD player. He pulls out his cell phone and dials.
Go.
Intercut with interior Evan's house, kitchen, continuous. Evan, 17, a little too tall and slim, a boy who clearly never figured out how to style his hair, is finishing off a bowl of cereal. He's on his cell phone.
What's up?
I was doing research last night for next year, and I think I'm going to go with Bang Bus.
Which one's Bang Bus?
The one where they bang the chicks on the bus, $13 a month, total access, like webcam feed, the works. It'll be like I'm on the bus banging them myself.
That stuff's bullshit. They're all faking it. And plus, your parents are gonna look at that bill.
It shows up under a different name. I hope. Bang Bus? That wouldn't look good. Maybe I should just pick the one with the least dirty sounding name.
Weapons of mass destruction's out then.
Seth pulls up to the front of a house.
I can tell my parents I'm doing a project on Rome and I have to research orgies.
Exterior Evan's house, continuous. Evan walks out his front door. We reveal that he is walking towards Seth's car.
Yeah, just tell them you're taking a class on blowjobs.
They both hang up and Evan gets in the car. Seth is about to pull away when Evan's mother comes out the front door.
Thanks for taking him, Seth.
Evan changes the radio station. Seth slaps his hand.
Don't touch that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You two are funny. I can't imagine what you'll do without each other next year. Evan told me you didn't get into state.
Yeah, you know, I got some other places, good places. I think we'll be fine.
Are you going to miss each other?
Miss each other? No.
That's disgusting.
Bye, boys.
They drive off.
I am truly, truly jealous that you got to suck on those tits when you were a baby.
Fuck you, man.
Exterior Clark Secondary, soon after. They drive up to Clark Secondary. There is a giant sign that reads, "Seniors, 2 glorious weeks until graduation." Seth turns into the staff parking lot. 7-Eleven store. Moments later, Seth and Evan walk past a group of smokers towards the 7-Eleven.
You're being an idiot, man. You really shouldn't park there.
Fuck it. I'm a senior about to graduate. They should be sucking my balls. It's the least they could do for stealing 3 years of my life.
They walk past Dimitri, 18, big Native American guy. As they enter the store, Dimitri aggressively bumps his shoulder into Seth.
What the hell's wrong with Dimitri?
Oh yeah, dude, I forgot to tell you. I knocked the fucking shit out of him and captured the flag last week.
Good. 9th grade camp, he gave me Whiplash and King of the Ring. Fucking hate that guy.
They go to the magazine rack and stare at a Maxim cover.
Look at those nipples.
They're like baby toes.
It's not fair. I have to hide every erection I get.
Sometimes I get boners so big I can't hide them, and then I get nervous and my head starts pounding, and it all just like feeds my boner. It just becomes this thing that's attached to me, and it won't go away.
Just imagine if girls weren't weirded out by our boners and they actually wanted to see them, like this shit.
You know, it's been like a year and a half since I've seen an actual human female nipple, besides my mom's. I saw it last month, and it was sick.
Holy shit. Liz was 2 years ago. I guess so. She was insanely hot, though.
Exactly. Too hot. That's what sucks.
How can that possibly suck? I'd be fucking psyched if I'd gotten with a girl that hot. You got like 24 hand jobs.
And 3/4 of a blowjob, but that was fucking it. It was the peak of my ass-getting career, and it happened way, way, way too early.
You're like Orson Welles.
Exactly. If I build up to it, I'd probably at least be having steady sex with a mediocre-looking girl at this point. I honestly now see why Orson Welles ate his fat ass to death.
You'll have sex in college. Everyone does. I mean, and if not, you'll have the bang bus.
But the key is to be good at sex by the time you're in college. You don't want girls to think you suck dick at fucking.
I still think you've got a chance with Jules. She's She got mad hot over last summer and clearly hasn't realized it because she still flirts with you.
Are you joking, man? Let's see here. She dated Dan Remick, Matt Mayer, Josh Korber, and what's his face? All those were cool guys. She's been hot way longer than you think. Why would she end her high school career with me?
Well, Helen got with Ariel Schaefer.
Yeah, he was a complete fucking loser. You're a step up from that, which is why you should stop being a pussy and do her. You can nail the shit out of her for like 2 months before you leave. That bitch looks like a good fucker.
Hey, I'm sick of you talking about her like that, man.
Evan walks out, Seth follows.
What, you can't talk about that bitch all day, every single day, but I can't say one thing about her?
I don't constantly insult her.
I didn't insult her. I said she looks like a good fucker. She looks like she could take a dick. That's a good thing. Some women pride themselves on their dick-taking abilities.
Exterior 7-Eleven continuous. Seth and Evan come out of the front door. Terry, one of the rough-looking smokers, calls out.
Yo, Seth, did you hear I'm having a big grad party?
Evan, a little scared, keeps his distance.
No.
Yeah.
Terry spits on Seth's shirt.
And you're not coming. Tell your fucking faggot friend he can't come either.
Seth wipes the spit off. He looks at Terry and seems as though he's about to say something, but is interrupted when Terry starts hawking up more spit. Seth runs away as Terry and his friends laugh. He catches up to Evan and they head back to school.
Wow, you really bitched out on that one.
I bitched out? You bitched out. You were across the street before I even realized what was going on. That guy's such a douchebag.
Exterior Clark Secondary oval running track. Day. Continued. Bird's eye view of a PE class. There are 30 guys standing behind the starting line on the school's track. We hear a teacher yell, "Go," and the boys start running. We follow them from above. All the boys keep pretty much with the same pace except for one runner who slowly lags behind. The group gets so far ahead of him that he is alone in the frame. He stops. Close up on runner. Kneeling on the track, breathing heavily. It's Seth.
This is bullshit.
A moment later, a kid with a prosthetic leg jogs by.
Who said?
Who said? Oh, am I only supposed to do girl extras?
Yeah.
Interior Clark Secondary room. Day. Evan is sitting in math class staring at Helen's breasts. She, a very tall girl with athletic, and is athletic in a sexy way, wearing volleyball team sweatpants and a tank top. He looks up from her breasts to her face. She is staring right at him. He immediately looks at the front of the class, embarrassed. The bell rings and everyone leaves. Helen walks up to Evan as they enter the hallway. He is really nervous. She offers him a pen.
Hey, Evan. Thanks for the pen.
Oh, don't worry. No worries. Just keep it. Then you'll just have it, and you won't have to borrow another pen.
Thanks. I was going to ask you, did you hear about Terry's grad party? It's going to be so insane.
Yeah, it's a maybe, but you know, I got my. There's so much other fun shit that is going to be going on that night, so you know.
Fun shit? But I never see you at any parties or anything.
Because all the other fun shit I'm off doing.
Okay. So why weren't you at Dimitri's party on Saturday?
Dimitri's, I didn't want to go because, well, I did other stuff. Saturday. Oh yeah, Saturday night was awesome.
The real version of Evan's story is shown through a montage of quick flashbacks.
First, my parents went out to a double feature, so a bunch of people came over.
Seth is there. Evan and him are surfing the Bang Bus website. Fogel arrives with a bottle of Sambuca. Fogel is one of those seniors who looks like he's 13 years old.
And we had a couple drinks in my basement.
An empty bottle of Sambuca in front of them, an empty beer can at their feet. The three boys each shotgun a beer.
And Seth's parents were having this cocktail party, and we went over there to mingle.
Interior Seth's house at night. Seth's parents are having a fancy cocktail party. The boys are drunk as hell.
And there were actually some really interesting and entertaining people there.
The boys laugh hysterically as they each shake Tabasco sauce onto their tongue. They writhe around in agony as several adults look at them like they are morons.
And then we saw some live music.
In Seth's basement, the boys violently wrestle. Evan gives Fogel a bloody nose, but they can't help but laugh.
Then we went to a club downtown.
The bouncer of a dirty strip club rejects them.
And then we pretty much called it a night and went home.
Evan pukes all over Seth. Evan and Fogel laugh hysterically as Seth yells at them. We return to Evan talking to Helen in the hall.
You would have loved it.
That sounds so fun. I would have loved to go do something like that.
Yeah, well, me and Seth are always cooking up fun little events.
Helen is disappointed in his response.
So, are you guys going to the same school next year?
Nah, we were going to, but we got into different ones.
What are you going to do without him?
Same shit. Same shit I've always been doing. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not.
Students file into the home economics room. The blackboard reads, "Today, tiramisu." The ingredients are listed below. Seth is talking to the cooking teacher.
Mrs. Greer, I joined this class because I thought I'd be cooking with a partner. It's not fair. She's never here. I don't get twice the marks for doing all the work.
I didn't invent odd numbers, Seth.
Look at Evan.
Ah.
While I'm over in my unit, isolated and alone, eating my terrible tasting food because I can't even properly mix ingredients by myself, I gotta look over at that.
The Japanese boy ties Evan's apron. Evan then turns around and ties the boy's apron. They both look happy.
I wash and dry. And that's BS. I'm like a single mother.
Well, save it for next week. Today, Jules' partner isn't here either. Pair up with her. Station 4.
Jules?
The teacher walks away. Seth looks over to Station 4, nervous as hell. Angle on Jules, well-dressed and popular-looking. She stands alone at Station 4, laying out utensils. Seth musters his courage and walks towards Jules. He stops, unsure of what to say.
Hey, Seth. Your partner didn't come again?
That's kind of a personal question.
What?
Nothing. It was my attempt at humor.
Maybe I kidnapped her, so you'd be forced to work with me. There's my attempt at humor.
Well, I would call that a success. Mascarpone scampini cheese? Is that some kind of new cheese or something?
All cheese tastes the same to me anyway.
Except blue cheese. That stuff is sick.
Ugh, thank you. Yes, my older brother always eats blue cheese. You know, that stuff is actually moldy. Like they tell you it's moldy, then they tell you to eat it anyway.
Well, whoever they are, they can eat my dick.
Jules watches as Seth awkwardly removes the tiramisu from the oven and places it on the table.
What are you doing tonight?
I don't know. Probably nothing. Why?
Well, my parents are out of town and I'm thinking of having a party. I don't know how big it'll be, but you should come anyway.
Yeah, sure. That sounds fun. I love parties.
Really? Well, I don't usually see you at them.
Oh, it's more of like a love-hate thing. Right now, I love them, though. How do I do this?
I'll write down my address and number.
Angle on Evan. Evan is standing by the sink scrubbing a tray. Behind him at the table is a small Japanese boy eating tiramisu.
That's good shit, huh, Muroki?
Seth walks up to Evan.
Dude, she's having a fucking party.
Fogel enters the room.
Don't tell Fogel about the party.
Hey guys, I was walking here and on the way I saw Nicola and she was wearing these tight white pants and a black G-string and you could see right through the pants.
We see Fogel looking at the ass of Nicola, an incredibly hot girl who exudes sexual vibes and looks a little skanky. You can see her black G-string through the tight white pants. She turns and notices Fogel. He gives an awkward look.
It's 9:30.
What?
Back to Fogel. Back to Fogel, Seth, and Evan.
I told her what time it was. It was awesome. She's got the nicest ass.
Like you know what to do with it.
Ha ha, I'm really gonna miss your knee slappers with me and Evan are at state.
Yeah? Well, I'll be at junior college where the girls are half as smart and thus twice as likely to blow me.
What are you guys doing tonight?
Nothing. Sorry, you'll just have to finger bang yourself.
What are you doing?
Well, Seth always said I was too much of a pussy, but he was wrong. It's been arranged. At lunch, I'm going to the same place Mike Snyder went to pick up my brand new false identification card.
Dude, that's perfect. Because, Evan, didn't you just say that you heard about a party?
Why didn't you tell me?
Shut up, who cares? Just be happy he told, and hey, now you can buy the booze.
Sounds cool. Cool.
If you're not in this class, leave this class.
Well done, man. We'll see you after class.
Fogel leaves.
Did you tell that Nimrod you're not going to room with him?
No, not yet.
You better, man. That guy is a poontang repellent.
Seth sees Jules coming.
Seth, dishes time. What's the holdup?
We're getting a fake ID.
Well, you two have 4 more years to cuddle, so let's get to work.
Actually, we're going to different schools.
Really? You're cutting the cord? What's gonna happen?
Nothing! Jesus.
Yeah. What do you people think? What do you people think is going to happen? That's what I don't get.
We're not, like, dependent on each other.
We met when we were 8. We were fine before then. It's not like we do everything together.
Secondary cafeteria day. Seth and Evan are eating together.
So it looks like we're getting a little graduation party after all.
I would do terrible things to get with Jules tonight. Terrible things.
No shit. I'd give my left foot to start dating Helen. She's killing me.
Ah, Helen's a bitch.
Evan slams his fist on the table.
I'm fucking sick of this shit, man. Seriously, why do you hate her? Is there even an actual reason? Because seriously, I'm beginning to think you like her.
Hell no! I hate her!
Why?
I was never going to tell you this story because I knew that if you heard it, you would never want to get with Helen. But over the last few weeks, I've been having a hard time thinking of a reason not to. So here it is. Helen and I went to elementary school together, right? Well, in the 3rd grade, I had, like, an odd problem. For some reason, I don't know why. I used to have this thing where I would, like, kind of sit around all day and draw pictures of dicks.
What?
A montage of flashbacks as young Seth, age 10, drawing pictures of dicks in various places. A park, at home, in a sandbox, and finally, in a school classroom.
I just sit there for hours on and drawing dicks. I don't know what it was. I couldn't touch a pen to paper without it drawing a penis.
That's fucked.
No shit, that's fucked up. Here I am, this little kid who can't stop drawing dicks to save his life.
What does that have to do with Helen?
Just listen.
Young Seth is still sitting at his desk drawing penises.
I was very secretive about this dick thing I had going. After all, even I thought I was a loon. Lord knows what other people would have thought. So I would take all my dick drawings and stick them in this Muppet lunchbox I had.
We see young Seth sticking pictures of penises in a lunchbox filled with pieces of paper. Young Seth is drawing, however, it is a different day.
So one day I was finishing up a picture of a real big and veiny bastard when all of a sudden,
Young Seth drops the picture of the dick off of his desk. It floats down and hits the feet of a cute little girl, young Helen.
You hit Helen's foot with your dick?
The little girl picks up the picture and looks at it with a truly disturbed look on her face. Young Seth grabs the picture from her and shoves it back in his lunchbox.
well, she fucking flipped. She started crying and shit, ratted me out. The principal finds my cock Muppet lunchbox, and he fucking flips.
The flashback of young Seth sitting in the principal's office. The Muppet lunchbox is open and the penis drawings are completely covering his desk.
Turns out the principal was some crazy religious guy, and he thought I was possessed by some dick devil or something.
The principal puts his hand on Seth's head and begins praying for his soul.
So he calls my parents, and they make me go to a psychologist who kept asking me all these dick questions. My parents wouldn't even let me eat dick-shaped foods for like months. No carrots, no popsicles, no hot dogs. You know how many fucking foods are shaped like dicks?
Wow. That's really messed up.
I can't even stand to look at her punk face. I'm gonna go take a piss. Peace.
Seth finishes his piss. He goes over to the sink, looks at it for a moment, then walks out of the bathroom. Just as Seth turns the corner, he sees Jules, Nicola, and Shirley standing by their lockers. Jules spots Seth.
Jules.
Seth, there you are.
Jules turns and says goodbye to Nicola, who walks away. Jules and Shirley turn to meet Seth.
Hey, here I am.
So you're coming to my party, right? It's fully on?
Yeah, why? Should I not?
No. I really want you to come. But you did say you were getting a fake ID or something, is that right?
Oh, very right. Right. I'm getting that.
Can you get us drinks?
Um, I don't know. I think maybe.
Come on, you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours.
Well, funny thing about my back, it's located on my cock.
Shirley is offended. Jules laughs a little. Seth laughs too hard.
All right, sure, I can do that. What do you guys want?
Well, this is actually like a big favor, but well, my parents gave me like $100 to feed myself for the week, but the house is full of food, so I figured I should just spend all of it on extra drinks for the party.
Wow. I would never even think of doing something that nice.
Well, this is really nice of you. I mean, I really appreciate this.
Should I just get like a shitload of different shit?
Oh, whatever you think people would like. I don't really know.
I want Mark's hard lemonade.
Okay, I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, I'll see you.
The girls walk off, leaving Seth lost in thought. He suddenly runs down the hall. Evan is standing alone amidst the rest of his gym class as they play soccer.
Evan, get in the game.
Evan says nothing, and the teacher soon redirects his attention towards elsewhere. Evan sees Seth jogging towards him.
Man, just Evan, listen to me. You know, Jules, you know what she just did? She came up to me and asked me if I would buy her alcohol. Not just her whole party. Do you know what that means? It means that by some miracle, we were paired up, we talked, and she actually thought of me afterwards. Thought of me enough to decide that I was the guy that she was going to trust the funness of her party with. She wants me. She fucking wants my dick.
You ever think maybe she's just using you to get her alcohol?
Of course I thought of that. Listen to this.
Same scene before with Seth and Jules in the classroom.
Yeah, my older brother always eats blue cheese. You know, that stuff is actually moldy.
She has an older brother. She could have asked him, but she asked me. She looked me straight in the face and asked me. She wants to fuck me, man. Do you understand that? Fucking. Today is the day that fucking has become possible.
Are you stupid? You're not going to be able to sleep with her tonight.
She's going to be at the party. She's going to be drunk, and she likes me at least a little so I can get with her. Then I make her my girlfriend. Then I fuck her all summer long. Then by the time college rolls around, I'm the fucking master man.
Make her your girlfriend? Of course, that's good. So, hypnosis, love potion, or mind control helmet?
Once I've gotten with her, I write her love letters, flowers. I'll do anything. I'll be the most pussy whipped guy in the universe. What chick wouldn't go out with a guy like that?
The soccer ball rolls towards them. They both watch it as it rolls by.
What the hell, Evan?
Fuck you, man.
Fuck off, Greg. Why don't you piss your pants again?
It was like 8 years ago, asshole.
He runs off.
Want to hear the best part?
Oh, I haven't?
Helen.
Evan looks upset, assuming that Seth is about to trash talk Helen as usual.
You do the same thing, man. Buy Helen her alcohol. Then tonight, when you guys are both drunk, get with her. This is the last party we're ever going to as high school people. I've fully ignored this hatred for Helen in coming up with this, which is a big-ass deal. We need to stop being pussies and for once just go balls out, man.
Evan seems to be swayed.
I should get Helen alcohol?
Of course. It'll be pimp, and then you know she'll be drunk.
Have you talked to Fogel?
You talk to Helen. I'll find that retard Fogel.
Everyone is rushing to class. Evan hurries through the halls and finds Helen at her locker.
Hey, Helen, hold up. Did you hear about the party tonight?
Yeah, I just heard. It sounds sweet. You're not coming, are you?
No, I am. That's why I came looking for you. Me and some guys are going to the liquor store after class, so I was thinking I could buy you yours if you needed someone to.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. That saved me such a hassle because I was going to beg my sister. But yeah, could you get me like a bottle of the fuck out? I don't know.
Goldschlager.
Goldschlager? I'll pay you back tonight.
You will absolutely not. It's my treat.
Evan swings. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Helen.
Wow. Thanks, Evan.
Evan swings a friendly little punch at Helen's shoulder, but someone walks into him, causing him to nail her directly on the tit.
Hey, you punched my tit.
I'm sorry. Shit. I am so sorry. I just wanted to give you a friendly nudge in the arm. You know, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. So I'll see you at the party?
Yeah, I'll see you then. I'm so sorry about that.
Seth is waiting angrily in front of the school. Evan comes out the front door.
That douchebag isn't back yet. I've been standing here with my thumb up my ass.
I did it, dude. I even offered to pay for it. It was pimp.
Whoa. That is fucking pimp. Why didn't I do that? Shit.
The bell rings. Seth and Evan work side by side in the wood shop.
That's what we get for trusting a mental midget. He's fucking it all up. I bet he pussied out just like I said he would.
Seth and Evan walk out the front door.
I mean, what are we going to tell the girls? Sorry, we couldn't do what we promised because we're dickless incompetents. We'll never get laid because of that little ass fuck. How did he get into state? He's got shit for brains. Shit. How else can we get liquor?
Hey, guys.
Seth and Evan turn around to see Vogel running after them.
Where have you been?
Yeah, you almost gave me a goddamn heart attack. You better fucking have it. Where is it?
I got it. It's flawless. It's great, man. Look.
Vogel reaches into his pocket and pulls out a fake ID. Evan grabs it.
Okay, Mr. McLovin? What kind of a stupid name is that? What are you trying to be, an Irish R&B singer?
Well, they let you pick any name you want when you get there.
So you picked McLovin?
Well, it was between that or Muhammad.
Why was it between that or Muhammad? Why didn't you just pick a common name?
Actually, Seth, Muhammad is the most commonly used name on Earth.
Have you ever actually met a guy named Muhammad?
Have you ever actually met a guy named McLovin?
No! That's why you picked a bad name!
You probably have federal agents tracking you for even considering the name Muhammad on a fake ID.
Look at this shit, man. You don't even have a first name. It just says name, McLovin.
One name?
Oh, I just thought McLovin sounded old and that chicks would dig it.
Under what circumstances would you ever have to show a chick your ID?
She could ask, or I could just, show it to her.
Holy shit! I don't believe this. This says you're fucking 25. Why didn't you just put 21?
I knew you would ask that. Look, every day dozens of kids roll into the liquor store with fake IDs trying to act like Joe Casual. Each and every one of these kids just happens to be 21 years old. Just how many 21-year-olds do you think there are?
Fool!
Calm down. Look, it's not terrible. This might work, but it's up to you, Fogel. They either think, oh, it's another punk kid with a fake ID, or look, it's McLovin, the 25-year-old organ donor. What's it going to be?
Fogel takes a deep breath.
McLovin!
You're not McLovin! No one's McLovin, and this is never going to work. We need a new way to get alcohol. Can we drive to Canada or something?
I still think it's going to work.
They walk into the staff parking lot. Sorry.
Okay. What the fuck? Where's my car?
I told you, man. What did I say? I told you that was a dumb idea.
Why would you park in the staff?
Shut up, Fogel!
Because you're not staff.
I am aware of that, faggle!
Seth storms off. Evan follows him.
Will you still pick me up from work?
Evan and Seth round the corner, leaving Fogel behind.
Let's go to your house.
Seth puts on a shirt that is way too small, and he's wearing pants that are way too tight. Evan is playing a video game, Grand Theft Auto.
Now we wait for your mom to piss off and steal your parents' booze like your brother always does. Take a bit from every bottle. Piece of cake. It's not exactly what Jules wanted, but it'll do, right?
Come on, just wear what you wore to school.
I told you, I can't do that. I can't let Jules see me in the same shit I wore at school. It's completely unbecoming.
Why don't you just go to your house and get your own clothes? Because this is stupid.
You're stupid. I can't go home. Then my mom will know the car got towed and I'll be grounded tonight. I'll just stay here all weekend and pick it up on Monday.
Where the fuck is the dirt bike? Ah, screw it. I'm just gonna kill everyone. Boom! Die! Piggies!
Don't you have bigger clothes?
See what my dad's got.
Seth is wearing Evan's dad's clothes, a 70s style cowboy shirt, just barely pulling it off, as well as his slacks.
Not bad, huh?
It's like 7:30. My mom's still here.
All right, here's what we'll do. I'll fuck your mom in the basement while you steal the liquor.
Oh, fuck you, asshole. Let's just sneak down there and grab it.
Evan and Seth, carrying an empty 2-liter bottle of Coke, casually descend the creaky staircase. Their eyes watch the TV room, where Evan's mom is on the phone. The boys enter the dining room and cautiously open the liquor cabinet. Seth enthusiastically reaches for a bottle.
All right, dude. Get ready to receive.
Evan begins unscrewing the bottle when he notices a little black line marking where the liquor bottle is filled to. Then he realizes that every bottle has it.
I can't believe it. They mark them.
What do you mean they... Oh, man. Your parents are fuckers. What do we do now?
Shh. We take some and fill it back up with water. Get ready. I'll get water.
Evan hurries off. Seth looks at the liquor cabinet, trying to choose the best booze. He grabs a massive bottle of gin. Evan reappears.
Gin? That stuff is literally undrinkable.
It's the biggest bottle, you douche. Just do it. She's right in the other room.
Evan reluctantly holds an empty bottle of Coke as Seth shakily pours the gin in. Evan starts refilling the gin bottle with water, and suddenly they both hear his mom coming.
Run.
But booze.
Take it.
Seth runs off with the gin and Coke bottle. Evan quickly closes the cabinet and sneaks off right before his mom enters. Through the window, she sees that Seth is already on the front lawn and thinks nothing of it.
Bye, Mom. Love you.
Oh, love you, sweetie.
Evan leaves. Evan and Seth triumphantly walk away. Seth holds up the gin.
Look at this, mother. Smell its glory.
He opens it up and takes a whiff.
It's good. Barely a scent.
He takes a crazy big swig.
See that? I always said I had the highest alcohol tolerance. I'm like Superman.
Seth takes another swig but makes a strange face. Evan grabs the bottle and takes a swig.
It's fucking water.
Water. Fuck. Your brother beat us to the punch. We have to go back.
We can't go back. She totally knew. She'll bust us for sure, and we have to meet Fogel.
Well, fuck. Fine. Text your brother. He's a stupid piece of crap.
Evan pulls out his phone and chuckles as he types. Evan and Seth walk off to the bus. They see Fogel walking towards them. He's in a uniform holding a hanger with a shirt and a vest.
What the hell is that?
A vest?
You're gonna look like Pinocchio.
What? It's just a vest.
What? It's just a vest.
Yeah. How many high
That's my
schoolers
lie.
do you see in that?
You know, they got a ton of liquor right in there. If we get it now, we can get to the party faster with all Jules' shit.
No way. I work there. They know I'm not 25.
Nobody said anything about you, dick mouth. You have one name on your ID. It's out of the equation. And now I'm going to have to take drastic measures. I'm going to steal the booze.
What? No. Hell no. You can't do that.
Yeah, right.
That's right. And that way I give Jules back her money like you did with Helen. That was good thinking. That's fucking pimp. That's how you seal a deal. It won't be hard. Remember Dan Vertlieb stole a keg from here and he's got like really bad scoliosis.
You're not gonna steal it, Fogel. He's not gonna steal it.
Please don't do this. I promise I'll get the liquor later.
I'm stepping up. And once I'm up, I don't step back down. Maybe you state boys don't understand that.
Seth walks to the store. Seth enters the store looking determined. He spots a security guard standing by one of the registers.
Hope Piggy can run.
He walks past the registers, which brings him in front of the long liquor aisle. He surveys the scene. There is an old woman browsing the shelves. Seth looks over to the registers. Seth is at the cash register. He has a huge amount of booze in the conveyor belt.
How old are you?
22.
You certainly are. That'll be $80.
Seth hands the cashier a big $80 bill.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome, Seth.
Seth, still standing in front of the liquor aisle, shakes his head. He eyeballs the old lady. The old lady is browsing. She drops her big purse. Hand reaches down and picks it up. It's Seth.
Excuse me, ma'am. You dropped your purse. Would you like me to help you to your car?
That would be lovely, young man. Would you like me to buy you alcohol?
That would be lovely.
Seth
Don't
holding
laugh at me. You said I had to be the other extras. Don't laugh at me.
Seth, holding 2 huge bags of liquor, waves to the old lady as she drives away.
Enjoy your remaining years.
I will enjoy fucking Jules. I'm sorry.
Seth shakes his head. He looks down the aisle again, takes a deep breath, and starts walking. He arrives at a fancy-looking bottle. He takes it and looks down at it in his hands. Its big golden label reads Goldschlager.
Don't do it, kid.
We see that the security guard is right behind him. Seth doesn't look up. He just stares at the bottle dramatically.
I never had a choice.
He throws the bottle at the guard's face, and my fucking computer just froze. The guard blocks it with his billy club, grabs another bottle, and hurls it at Seth. Seth dodges it by an inch. The bottle hits the old lady in the head. I'm super sorry. That's as much as I got because my...
I got you, Derek, till you're back.
Cool.
Before Seth can do anything, the beer across his face. The guard swings the broken end of the bottle and cuts Seth's throat. Wow. Blood spurts out. Seth drops his bottle. Exterior, Shopwell's, continuous. Evan and Fogel are talking. Oh, and my mom said we can have the TV from her basement, and I've like got 3 lava lamps and 1 strobe light, so like we can have that in the room.
Shh, Seth's coming.
You still didn't tell him we're rooming?
No, shut up.
So where's all the stolen liquor?
Fuck you! I was gonna do it, but security was tight as shit. I was gonna do it though. Don't think I wasn't. Let's go to the liquor store and try your stupid ID.
Wait, I'm gonna put my vest back in my locker. Interior bus moments later. More mind-blowingly badass funk music over Seth, Evan, and Fogel sitting on the bus amidst a bunch of gloomy, unpleasant-looking strangers. Nothing happens whatsoever. Exterior, liquor store, evening. The bus stops in front of the liquor store, and the guys get out.
Well, here we are. Fogel, are you ready?
Here's the list.
A list? Why?
We're getting girls their booze so they'll get with us. I put a lot of thought into that list. It's the perfect party bar, so don't mess it up and get Sambuca again.
Fogel reads the list. A worried look sweeps across his face. Uzo, Drambuie, Jaeger, Goldschlager,
Goldschlager. That's for Helen, so do not forget it.
Elise, Captain Morgan rum, Smirnoff raspberry, and a big-ass bottle of Pop-Off?
Oh yeah, and Mike's Hard Lemonade.
This is too much. I can't get away with this much.
What's the difference?
I don't know, man. I'm getting like really nervous. Fogel starts breathing very hard and making an odd noise while doing so.
Are you okay?
What the hell are you doing?
I don't know if I want to do this.
What are you talking about? You just promised you would. What is this shit?
Well, what if they turn me down?
Then we're in the same place that we're in right now.
It's fucking humiliating. Everyone in the store sees me, them kicking me out. What if they like make me put all the liquor back on the shelf? I can't do that.
This whole thing is bigger than you, asshead. Just go in there and buy the damn alcohol.
What if I don't feel like it anymore?
Then I will kill you. How's that? If you don't buy the alcohol, I will kill you.
Killing me won't get you any alcohol, jerk off. I'm the one with the ID.
And I will kill you, cut off your ugly face, put it over mine, and buy it my fucking self.
You don't have the technology or the steady hands to pull off a procedure like that. Seth stands for a moment, then suddenly rushes Fogel. Evan stands between them and breaks it up.
Hey, Seth, calm down. Fogel, stop being a baby and go buy the alcohol. You said you do it, so do it. It's why you bought this ID, so just go do it.
I'll try. Fogel walks into the store, interior of the liquor store. At first, it all seems overwhelming. Fogel is confused, dizzy, and sweating. He steps behind a large beer display and takes a few deep breaths. Fogel flinches, shocked someone spoke to him. He keeps walking. He nears a mother and her 17-year-old son. As Fogel passes them, the son seems to recognize him. Fogel clearly recognizes the son. Their eyes meet. Fogel looks in the opposite direction.
Fogel?
No.
Yo, Fogel, sup, man? What are you doing here?
Nothing. Not Fogel. Shut up, Moskovitz. You don't know me.
Oh, cool. Good luck.
He puts his head down and quickly walks away. He arrives at the beer and cooler section. Clearly intimidated, he slowly opens a beer fridge. He grabs one beer attached to a six-pack and pulls it forward. The beer comes loose in his hand, and as the other 5 fall to the ground, cracking on impact and spraying beer all over the place. Fogel scrambles to stop the beers from spraying, but soon finds that it is impossible. A clerk approaches Fogel.
Is there a problem, sir?
No problem whatsoever.
Sir, did you do this on the floor?
No. I think it happened before. Fogel is standing in a puddle of beer with beer sprayed all over his legs, holding a can of beer.
Are you sure?
I think I would know. Thank you.
Hey, wait, real quick, Dustin. Derek, are you there?
I'm here. Where are we at? What page are we on?
We are on page 41 of the PDF as Fogel walks away.
Where it says 53.
Page 41.
Where it says 53.
Page 41 has a 55, a 56, and 57.
39. Go to 39.
Go to 40. So maybe that's
30. Oh, yeah. At the top right corner, it'll say 39, but it's 41 of the PDF.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So we're at 53. So continuing on. Fogel has a shopping cart filled with booze. He gets in line to pay. He looks ahead to the old-looking guy, 35, who is currently at the cashier. Woman paying.
Woman.
So you and Jim will do that, Derek.
Me and Jim will do that?
Yeah.
No, the
Cashier is a woman. The old-looking guy is.
Oh, okay.
a
Trace,
guy.
Tracy, you there? If not, Sophie, you just do it. Oh, wait, Trace is there.
I can do it. Yes, may I please see some ID?
No, I'm here, dude. What the heck? I'm right here. No,
I caused so much problems.
All right, go.
Where are we?
Cashier? Who's cashier?
Trace, you should say yes.
Okay, well, I think we're on page 39. Okay, so you said Fogel was like, no, and then he said, I think it happened before. Fogel is standing in a puddle of beer with beer sprayed all over his legs, holding a can, right? That's where we stopped.
53.
I'm the clerk?
Yeah, cashier.
No, we're past
39,
that.
it says.
Guys, we're past that. We are past that.
Or 52. No, look, okay, there's 2 numbers. All I'm saying is, like, are you sure?
39, page 39, but it says 41 on the PDF.
Thank you. That's what I
Yes, that's what page we're on.
Motherfucking said, which is fine. We're good. But I'm just saying, yes, line 52. Are you sure? Sure. Here's my clerk.
No, you're
Sure?
cashier.
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 Fellow,
No,
would you
cashier, not
answer me?
clerk.
Are you
Cashier.
sure?
It's 4 lines down.
Fine. Yes, may I please see some ID?
No problem. I haven't been ID'd in years.
Anyone who looks under 35.
Guy looks through his wallet. Fogel nervously watches. Seth and Evan peek through one of the store windows.
It's a good ID, right? Mike Schneider never had a problem. It's fine, right?
Calm down. Did you remember a condom?
You brought a condom?
Yeah, I figured, might as well. I brought one of those little things of spermicidal lube, too.
Takes it out of his pocket.
You asshole! You laughed in my face when I said we'd be having sex tonight.
It doesn't mean you shouldn't be prepared. You didn't even bring one.
No, that wasn't the plan. We had a plan. I can't believe he did that without even consulting me about it.
I don't really even understand what your plan is.
I'm going to go down on her for like hours. She'll love that.
I know.
She'll want to go out with that.
Yeah, but I figured there's no harm in bringing just one little condom.
And one little bottle of spermicidal lube? That's nuts. You can't let her know you brought that. These girls are 18, not dried up old ladies. They're ready to go.
Fine, I won't bring the lube.
Fogo pushes his stuff to the cashier. She looks at him kind of funny.
Hello, Mindy.
She rings up a 6-pack of Budweiser.
Oh, I love that stuff. Been drinking it for years. I heard they recently decided to start adding more hops.
Fogel just nods, kind of proud of himself. She stops ringing stuff up and looks at him.
Okay, sir. I'm gonna need to see some ID.
Identification?
Seth and Evan are still leaning against the window.
Do you think I could get Helen to do some kind of long distance thing?
Seth looks as if he sees something in the distance. He stands upright.
Holy shit, it's Carrie Hutchins.
I haven't seen her since she switched schools.
She has the biggest tits in the universe.
Down the block, there is a girl walking a dog.
I heard she had breast reduction surgery. Her tits must be crazy perfect now.
I gotta see these bastards. Let's check them out.
Seth and Evan run off towards the girl.
Man, I'm gonna pretend to trip and grab them. I hope they've healed.
The cashier is Yelza. The cashier is still examining the card. She hands it back to Fogel.
That comes to a total of $123.59.
A huge smile forms on Fogel's face as he pulls a wad of cash in his hands and hands it to the cashier. She starts to gather his change when suddenly a big guy runs up and punches Fogel right in the side of the head. Fogel falls to the ground. The dude sticks his hand in the open register, grabs a handful of money, and runs. The whole thing is over in a matter of seconds. Fogel is on the ground, dazed, confused.
What the hell happened?
Fogel sees the distressed cashier frantically dialing the police.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Seth and Evan walk down the street towards the liquor store.
That was a waste.
But she fully looked way better before. I thought when they reduced them, they just kind of reshaped them nicer, made them more supple.
Can't even begin to imagine the justification for making breasts smaller.
It's like me making my nuts saggy.
Evan sees something in the distance.
Well, what's this?
What?
Check it out, the cops!
They see a cop car with lights flashing parked outside the liquor store. Seth and Evan cautiously approach the liquor store and look inside. They see 2 police talking to the cashier, and Fogel is standing right beside them.
Shit! They busted Fogel!
The two police, Officer Slater, 30, and experienced, and Officer Michaels, 25, and learning, are talking to the cashier. Fogel stands beside them, nervous and afraid. So, did he punch anybody else?
I can't do this, okay? I told you, I have an exam tomorrow. Can you understand that? A goddamn exam.
The cashier breaks down crying and walks off to the back of the store. The officers look at each other.
Apparently she has an exam.
They turn to Fogel. So then, son, you're the one that got punched? Fogel looks down to his bag of liquor at his feet. Then back at the cops. He nods.
We'd like to ask you a couple questions.
The officers each take out a notepad and pencil.
Okay, first things first. What's your name?
Fogel looks like his heart is about to explode out of his chest.
My name it's McLaddle.
Micmac what?
No, I said McLovin.
McLovin?
McLovin.
The officers both write down some information. Cool name. What's your first name?
I
That's
know.
a good one. It's an interesting event, really.
Fogel trails off, mumbling, and starts to breathe heavily, making an odd noise. Behind him, in the window of the store, we see Seth and Evan peeking through. Shocked, Seth and Evan walk away from the window. Seth starts to pace in anger.
I don't believe this bullshit. I can't. This just isn't happening. I didn't even know you could get arrested for this shit. We need that fucking liquor.
Oh my God, are they gonna take him downtown?
Fuck Fogel. He got arrested. We're on our own. We need a new way of getting liquor. Ah, the money. Fuck. How much money can he get?
What are you talking about? Money? What about Fogel?
That doesn't matter anymore. I just lost $100 of Jules' money.
We have to help him.
Help him? What are we gonna do? Bust him out of jail? I don't even know where jail is. What we need is the alcohol, which is impossible because we don't have any fucking money.
Seth steps into the driveway leading to the parking lot.
Fine, just calm down. We need to think. We need to think.
Fuck thinking. We need to act.
Suddenly, a car pulls out of the lot going 10 miles per hour and knocks Seth down. The cops are still talking to Fogel. He looks completely flustered. He lost his composure. Okay, so your name is just McLovin? There's no need to get irrational. In the background, not in view of Fogel and the cops, we see driver of the car, a shady-looking guy in a hockey jersey, gets out of his car, walks over to where Seth is lying, apologizing frantically.
A lot of people have strange names these days.
No, I unmuted it.
I once arrested a man lady who was legally named Pearl Necklace.
It's just I changed my name. I was gonna be a singer, R&B.
Fine. Yeah, that's not illegal.
And how old are you, McLovin? Fogel looks down at the bags of booze again.
Old enough?
Old enough for what?
Hey, can I see your ID?
Okay.
Fogel takes his shaking, sweaty hand, sticks it in his pocket, and pulls out a fake ID. He slowly hands it over to Officer Slater. The cops both look at it, and Fogel. Beads of sweat are running down Fogel's face. In the background, Seth pops up and starts kicking the guy's car out of anger. Evan and the driver both restrain Seth. You're an organ donor?
What?
I didn't want to be the one, but my wife insisted.
Just like a woman, even after you're dead, they want to tear your heart out.
The officers start laughing. Fogel is shocked. They hand the ID back.
Look, I'm really sorry, but I don't really have any information. I didn't really see him. His fist hit here.
Fogel points to his giant black eye.
Are you in a hurry or something?
Yeah, kinda. I had to catch a bus.
Where are you going?
Near 13th and Granville.
We'll take you there. Get your information on the way. You sit tight. The driver is pleading with Seth and Evan.
Who's gonna play the driver?
Jim is the driver.
Oh, driver, because I'll do anything, please, anything. What can I do?
No, we went back.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I didn't see you at all. Are you okay? Are you okay? I mean, I'm sorry, man. Look, what can I do? Are you okay?
The driver glances at the cop car.
I mean, please don't report me. We can figure this out, okay?
Why wouldn't I report you?
Well, because I'll do anything, please. Anything. What can I do?
You have any money?
What are you doing?
Fine. Just take it.
The driver reaches into his pocket and hands Seth some money. Seth looks at it. It's $7.
What is this? This isn't enough.
Seth stuffs the money in his pocket.
It's all I have.
Well, you just came from the liquor store. Give us your liquor.
I didn't get any. They're not letting anyone in. They're arresting someone or something.
Well, they'll be arresting somebody else if you don't do something quick. Ow, my shoulder! It's killing me.
Seth, acting poorly, pretends that he's way more hurt than he actually is.
No. Wait. Okay. You want alcohol? I can get you alcohol. I'm on my way to this party right now. There's going to be tons of liquor. I will definitely get you plenty.
You better.
Whoa. Hold on. Come here.
Seth goes over to Evan.
What are you doing?
What? Jules' money is gone. Fogel's out. We've got no other option. Let's go.
I don't like this idea at all. I'm just not feeling it. That guy's fucking creepy. Just look at him.
They look over at the driver, who is staring at Evan with a dumb expression on his face.
You know a guy named Jimmy, perchance? Because you totally look like his brother.
He's an idiot, and he's our only hope. Come on, don't break your promise to Helen.
The driver's car pulls away with Seth and Evan sitting in the back seat. A few moments later, the cops walk out with Vogel right behind them, carrying the bags of liquor.
So glad they changed the character.
And the lady just wouldn't stop crying, huh? And you're the one that got punched. Did you hear her say she has an exam tomorrow? Who fucking who, am I right?
Yeah, good one.
Could we have taken her in just to scare the shit out of her?
Yeah, probably. Could have found a way, but a good general rule is only take people in you want to ride with. Whiny bitches don't make the cut. The cops chuckle, they all get in the cop car. Seth and Evan sit in the back seat. The driver is in the front seat.
One of you bros could have sat up here with me.
There is an awkward silence when suddenly Seth starts to wiggle in discomfort. Seth fishes out a cell phone in his pocket and looks at it.
875-6611. Holy shit.
Seth answers the phone.
Jules! What's the haps?
There,
Or who is it?
Jules will be right back. 1 sec.
cool.
Oh, damn it.
Good time to take a break.
I had to go to the bathroom. I thought I could make it. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. It looks like it could actually be a great party. I think like tons of people might show up.
Wait.
I hope they don't
What?
trash
No,
my house.
Chase. Wait.
Oh no, she's fine.
Oh, I see, Jules. She comes up. Oh, where are you? Seth, where are you?
Yeah.
Fine. Seth, where are you?
Jules, I just got in the cab and I'm going to the liquor store as we speak.
Awesome. I can't wait for you to get here.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it could actually be a great party. I think like tons of people might show up. I hope they don't trash my house.
Well, if they want to do that, they're going to have to get through me.
So I guess I don't have to worry then. I'll see you soon.
Seth hangs up the phone.
She called, man. That's insane. She's practically begging for it. She said, I can't wait for you to get here.
That sounds like she fully
That
wants it.
couldn't be.
My man.
I couldn't be more embarrassed.
Seth and Evan are very weirded out. The driver of the car pulls in front of the house. The three get out.
Hey, are you sure that it's cool we're here?
Oh, definitely. I'm essentially best friends with this guy. A whole bunch of my buddies are coming. Come on.
Driver runs into the house happily. Seth and Evan follow closely behind. The boys enter the house and stand at the front door of the huge party. It's in full swing with sort of random looking people. Nobody is under the age of 25.
This is weird.
Whatever. Just that casual and old. All we got to do is find the booze and haul ass out of here.
As they make their way down the hallway, a few people give them looks. They enter the kitchen where Seth sports what they've been looking for. Spots what they've been looking for. There are big buckets of ice filled with beer, coolers, wine, vodka, everything.
Holy shit. Let's grab one of these buckets and go.
What the fuck are you doing here? What, man? It's nothing.
The guys turn.
With friends again, you prick. Mark, calm down, okay? Just relax. Get the fuck out of my house. Mark, come on. What the heck? Don't be a dick.
Suddenly, Mark grabs the driver by the back of the neck and drags him out of the kitchen. Down the front hall, out the door, a group of people follow, including Seth and Evan. The driver gets pushed out the front door and lands on the front lawn. Seth and Evan watch from the doorway of the house, a group of people in front of them.
Mark, dude, this is bullshit. Just.
Mark steps on the driver's hand.
Oh, fuck!
The driver takes his hand out from under Mark's foot. He stands up.
Fuck you, man. I'll fucking do this.
Suddenly, Mark becomes enraged. He takes a big step forward and brutally kicks the driver square in the nuts. The driver clutches his nuts and falls to the ground.
Francis, you are You and your idiot friend stay away from me and mine, or I'll flip and shiv your ass.
Mark and his buddies head back in, leading them towards Seth and Evan, who quickly duck back into the party. The frightened boys walk into one of the first rooms and hide in the corner. They have a hushed discussion.
Dude, let's slip out the back.
Why? Come on, we're here. Let's just hurry up and do this.
You want to end up like that guy? Not me. I need my nuts.
We need this liquor.
You need it? I don't need it. I'm going to tell Helen I like her, and then maybe she'll get with me. Not after I get her stinking drunk.
Then why haven't you ever made a move, you pussy?
Because I respect her. I'm not going to put that kind of unfair pressure on her.
These aren't girls. They're women. They need our dicks as much as we need their poons. And we all love liquor. So where's the fucking beef?
We're leaving, okay? These guys could kill us. You want to get killed for liquor?
You're really going to bail on me?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. If that's how you're going to be, then I'll get the booze of my own. And you're not getting any. And neither is Helen.
Vogel sits in the back seat. The cops are in the front. There is a silence for a few beats.
Hey, officer, I could answer those questions now if you want.
We get the gist of it. You were buying some beer, some guy came in, robbed the place. I don't think we're going to need to find him this time.
It was only one guy.
Only one guy? Well, fuck that. We could never catch one guy.
You see, McLovin, if it was two guys, we'd have twice the chance of catching one of them. But just one guy. I mean, how are you supposed to find one guy in this whole city?
Yeah, McLovin. You know how many people there are in this city? I have trouble finding people I know.
Aren't you guys supposed to be trained or something? Like don't you have a computer?
Yeah, well, that stuff can help, but if someone walks up to me on the street and is like, hey, find Bob, well, how the hell am I supposed to do that?
Who's Bob?
Exactly. If I don't know who he is, then how am I supposed to know where he is?
And when you're new on the force like I am.
Yeah, only 6 months in. And I got 2.5 years under my belt.
You learn a lot of crazy stuff. For example,
the car radio goes off.
We have a 245 at East 24 in Montgomery. It's Bailey's Bar and Grill. Car 43, respond, please.
10-4. Nice. You see, Michaels, whenever there's a call for a bar, you take it.
Good fucking call, sir.
Hey, McLovin, we got a situation at Bailey's. We have to see to that, but we'll drop you off right after, okay?
Okay.
Michaels hits the siren and they drive off. Seth is looking in the fridge, which is full of beer. An enormous guy nudges Seth aside and sticks his arm in.
Hey, Mark, you want another beer?
Seth quickly walks away from the fridge and goes down the hall. Seth enters a room of people dancing to hip-hop. He notices all the girls are drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade and then locates the cooler of it across the dance area. He tries to make his way through the sea of dancing. A hot sorority-type woman, drunk off her ass, dances over to him and starts grinding against his leg. He doesn't know how to react, so he just goes with it, bumping and grinding with the girl. Evan is walking down an alley, mad as hell, when suddenly he jumps up and starts squirming.
What the?
He takes out a vibrating cell phone and looks at the caller's name. It's Helen.
Oh, dude.
He looks at the cell phone and it's still vibrating.
Okay, here we go.
He presses talk.
Evan? Hello?
Helen!
The phone cuts out. Evan sees he has no reception. He looks back at the party and then at his cell phone. He shakes his head and turns back towards the party. The cops and Vogel get out of the car and walk towards Bailey's. They stop before they enter. All right, McLovin. This will only take a few minutes. Just grab a beer at the bar. We'll be done before you know it.
Well, what's going on in there?
As they enter the bar, they immediately see drunken, crazed, homeless guy screaming at the bartender.
Everywhere? You didn't see me pissing anywhere.
Fogel quickly sits at the bar by the entrance to the kitchen. All right, Michaels, I've got your back. You show this rummy how we roll. Officer Michaels walks up to the homeless guy.
Excuse me, sir.
Homeless guy turns and sees the cops.
Ah!
He runs for the front door.
What's this thing?
Michaels blocks the door and the homeless guy rams into him, knocking him to the ground. Good one, Michaels. Slater runs at the homeless guy and chases him into the dining area. The homeless guy knocks over a table, which Slater trips over. Fuck!
Should I shoot him?
No! The homeless guy makes a mad dash for the kitchen, and Fogel is the only one in his way.
Stop him, McLovin!
The homeless guy rams straight into him and knocks both of them onto the kitchen floor. The kitchen staff, which is in awe of the homeless guy, wrestles Fogel to the ground.
Please! Stop, you fucking bum!
The homeless guy gets up, grabs Fogel, and hurls him into a rack of trays. He then turns to run, but slips on a wet spot and slams his head against the ground. The cops burst into the room and find Fogel panting on his knees with the homeless guy unconscious on the floor.
McLovin! Nice!
I'm buying you a beer, McLovin. An R&B slow jam plays as an exuberant Seth, a Mike's Hard Lemonade in one hand and the woman's ass in the other, as dancing becomes increasingly sexual. As the song ends, the woman moves on. Seth glances at the cooler and sees one more Mike's Hard. He grabs it and puts it in his pocket. The bulge is apparent. Extremely pleased with himself, Seth walks into the adjacent room. There are a bunch of guys chilling on the couch who all look at Seth oddly as he enters.
Hey, what up?
The guys just nod at Seth and continue to look at him strangely.
What is that? Is that red wine?
Thinking he's busted, Seth quickly covers the bulge in his pocket.
No, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Gee, you spilled all over yourself, idiot.
I didn't spill anything on myself.
Seth checks himself to see what the guy's referring to.
Oh, shit.
On Seth's upper thigh, there's a red splotch about the size of the palm of his hand.
What the hell is this?
Oh, my Lord. You were just dancing in there, right?
Yeah, so?
The guys all burst out laughing.
That's blood.
Why would I get blood on my leg from? Oh, shit!
Guys start laughing even harder.
Some girl period on my fucking leg!
I've never seen that before in my life.
Seth pokes at the splotch.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, I gotta show this to Bill.
Oh, who's Bill? Don't show Bill. No, I can't believe this is fucking happening.
We should find who did it.
This is unfucking believable. I have to look good tonight.
Who'd you dance with?
Who gives a shit? Fuck! These aren't even my pants.
Guy one brings 6 more guys, including the enormous guy, into the room. He points out the stain on Seth's pants. All the guys burst out laughing. Embarrassed and fearful of the attention, Seth starts making his way out the room.
Yeah, it's really funny, huh? Yuck it up, assholes.
Seth works his way through another room full of people, shielding the splotch as best as he can.
Dude, check it out. That guy's having his period.
Another group of people turn and laugh.
He looks about the right age.
I gotta clean this shit.
He sees a long line of people standing in front of the bathroom door. He spots a staircase and runs down into the basement. Seth enters the empty basement. He sees a sink and runs over to it and turns the water on. Evan nervously walks back into the house to look for a telephone. The cops, Fogel, and an unconscious homeless guy each sit at the bar with a Corona in front of them. Slater's radio goes off.
Calling all units, armed and dangerous men in the vicinity of...
Click. Slater turns the radio down, ignoring all calls.
Right, so anyways, we leave the bar. I'm charming her pants off, telling her stories of shootouts and shit.
You've been in shootout?
Nope.
McLovin, all we do is bonk homeless people in the head. You're practically a cop now.
So I pull up in front of her house, and she asks me to come inside for some coffee. Of course I say yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. We go into the kitchen. I start taking off my clothes. She fucking flips. starts screaming at me, and I'm like, can't have coffee without the cream. Oh, right? I fucking said that. Then she slaps me, throws me out. I'm telling you, McLovin, stay out of bars.
Oh, you don't have to tell me.
So yeah, you got to look in different places, the gym, an art class, shit like that.
I met the missus at paintball. Can you believe that? I shot her in the neck. We hit it off. And my first wife, who is a whore, where do you think we met? A bar.
I don't know. I find they're always good for a little quick ass.
I bet I know your trick, McLovin. You do the whole mysterious guy thing, right?
Yeah, McLovin. How's it going with the ladies?
Well, officers, it's not the going with the ladies I care about. It's the coming.
Oh, McLovin in the house.
So, you guys got guns, huh?
Yeah, we got guns.
I haven't had one for long, but man, let me tell you, it's like having 2 dicks.
Can I hold one? A gun?
Michaels and Slater, let's look at each other.
I mean, if we took the bullets out.
Yeah, why not? Slater pulls the gun out and takes out the clip. Here. Fogel takes the unloaded gun, flops it back and forth in his hand, a huge smile gleaming.
Oh, wow, I've never held one. Are they hard to shoot?
If you're Michaels, they are. He can't shoot worth dick.
Fuck you, old man. I could outshoot you with my sack tucked between my legs.
Only one way to settle this.
You guys are gonna shoot something, right?
Seth is scrubbing at the mark on his thigh, but it's not doing much. He stops for a moment and takes a breather as he looks around the basement. He spots a fridge in the corner and walks over to it. As he opens it, a look of awe sweeps across his face. Every shelf is completely filled with beer. He grabs as many bottles as he can and starts sticking them in his pockets when he notices 2 large jugs of detergent next to the washer. He thinks for a moment and begins to empty out the detergent jugs. Evan peers into a vacant room and sees a telephone. He nervously enters and picks up the phone. He dials. Helen is in a cab with Becca, her best friend, and 2 other girls. They're a little done up and really giggly. Helen's cell phone starts ringing. She hushes the other girls as she answers the phone.
Hello?
Is it him?
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Oh, names. Weird.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, because now you're Becca and this Becca is whomever, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're correct.
Yeah, just do that.
Cool.
So go ahead,
Hello?
Sophie. Do it again. Yeah.
You want me to do
Is
Becca
it-
too?
I'll do Becca
Hello.
for you because Helen is Becca in the film, right? So like if you do hello, I'll do is it him
Correct.
for you.
Go ahead.
Take 16. Hello?
Is it him?
Shut up.
Hey, Helen. Hi. I had bad reception. Are you at the party?
No, I'm in a cab. I'll be there soon. Are you still coming?
Yeah, definitely. About your Goldschlager.
Evan can hear all the girls goofing around and giggling.
What's going on there?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to make sure you're still coming, though, and that you didn't get caught up at a cocktail party or some club.
Nope, I'm gonna be there.
Well, I can't wait to see you.
I think it's gonna be a real fun event.
Okay, bye.
Evan hangs up the phone. A huge smile crosses his face. As he turns around to exit, 5 older, unbelievably drunk dudes wander into the room.
Kill that guy, man. That bitch's boyfriend is so pissed. Yeah, he's a beast.
They start pouring a baggie of Coke onto the table when one of them notices Evan standing in the corner.
Hey, was it you? Are you the guy, the kid with the splotch on his crotch?
Evan glances down at his crotch. He's confused.
No, what's splotch?
Guys, I know that guy. He was at the party with me. Who's he? He's Jimmy's brother, the dude with the crazy raps, the one I told you about.
They draw the Coke into lines as Evan slowly heads for the door.
Oh, no, that's not me either. Wrong guy, man. Sorry.
No,
Dude 3 gets up and blocks the door.
No, that's you, man. You are fully Jimmy's brother. You were just so messed up you can't remember.
Trust me, man. That wasn't me. I don't even listen to rap.
It was you. I know it. Come on, rap. I've been telling these guys about you. Just give them one rap. Come on, rap.
They start doing lines of Coke. Evan is very afraid. Seth is finishing pouring the beer bottles into the second detergent jug. There are about 30 empty beer bottles lying around. He tightens the cap, picks up 2 detergent jugs, and heads upstairs. Seth emerges from the basement and heads towards the front door.
I did it, man. Peace out, Tro.
He inches away from the front door when suddenly...
There, that's the guy.
Seth turns around and sees Mark, the guy who assaulted the driver, walking towards him. He notices Mark has a splotch on his leg, too.
Hey, you got one too. We're blood brothers.
Bloody little shitter. The hell where are you doing dancing with Jacinda?
Horrified, Seth scrambles for excuses.
I didn't dance with her. I don't even dance. I never even tried it.
Where did that come from, asshole?
I don't know. Maybe me and you rubbed up against each other at some point. How am I supposed to know?
The coked up dudes are watching Evan intensely. They are completely loving his rapping. Completely into it. Evan is struggling.
Yo, bitches and gats. So what do all of we's got?
Bitches and cats.
Bitches and gats.
When we steal all the money.
Bitches and cats.
Yo, I'll kill the whores of Vice City with my Magnum 9, take out the punks pigs with my Glock design, drink a fifth of Hennessy and get benign. Fuck all the bitches with their asses, fine.
Oh!
Some guy bursts into the room.
Dudes, looks like a fight.
Dude 3 does a line of coke, and they all get up together and charge out the room. There is a crowd gathered around Seth and Mark. The enormous guy and Mark's friend are gathered beside Mark.
I swear to God, it wasn't me.
Evan and the 4 dudes who were doing coke walk into the room. Evan is shocked to see Seth at the center of so much commotion. Mark notices the detergent bottles in Seth's hands.
What the fuck is this?
It's nothing. It's detergent.
Yeah. What are you doing with it?
I got blood on my pants.
Mark sees the bottle of Mike's hard lemonade in Seth's pocket and takes it out. He looks at it, then looks at Seth with a death look.
I brought them from home.
Suddenly, Mark violently shoves Seth and throws the beer bottle at his face. Seth holds up the detergent jug and deflects the beer bottle. It flies towards Evan, who ducks and nails a dude number 1 in the head, glass exploding everywhere.
Ah, fuck!
Dude 1 clutches his bloody head as the other dudes charge at Mark. A full-on brawl breaks out. Everyone starts fighting. The 2 of the dudes beat on the enormous guy. They throw him into Evan.
Hold him!
What?
Hold him!
Evan reluctantly holds the enormous guy as the 2 dudes pound on him. Seth, cowering in the corner. Mark runs at Seth and is about to punch him when suddenly Dude 1 tackles him onto the kitchen island. Seth turns and faces Mark's girlfriend, Jacinda.
You motherfucker!
She grabs a lamp. It's still plugged in. She swings it at Seth. It hits him square in the chest and the light bulb explodes. Seth?
Oh, ah!
You ruined my birthday. You humiliated me.
You're the one who used my leg as a tampon.
He charges at him again, arms flailing. Seth scurries around the room, shielding the blows with the detergent bottles. Evan throws the enormous guy to the ground and runs. Evan backs off, spots Seth, and follows him out of the party. As Seth and Evan run up the block together, Jacinda talks into her cell phone.
Yeah, 5th and Paysview. Please hurry.
The cops and Fogel stand beside the car. The homeless guy is sleeping in the back. Michaels has his gun drawn and is carefully aiming at a distant stop sign. You've been saying some bold words, my friend. Better not mess up.
You can do it, officer.
Bam! Michaels blasts off a round, which punches a hole right through the center of the O in the stop sign.
Booyah! Suck it, Slater. Suck my nuts. Long but gentle.
Yeah! And eat his ass!
They all laugh
Oh
hysterically.
my god.
Can I shoot one?
The cops look at each other and shrug. Yeah, sure, here, go nuts. Slater hands Fogel the gun, and suddenly a siren can be heard in the distance getting closer.
Fuck! The cops!
Let's bail. Shotgun. Slater grabs the gun out of the disappointed Fogel's hand and holsters it. They all hop into the car. Michaels kicks it into drive and they peel out. Fogel shoves the unconscious homeless guy over.
Eat it. So, dudes, what do we do now?
Suddenly the car radio goes off.
We got a 257 at 5th and Paysview. All units in the area report to 5th and Paysview. Car 98. That's you. Do it. Seriously.
The cops stop and listen.
Son of a bitch. Car 98, 10-4. You dumb whore.
What does that mean? We gonna shoot anyone?
I wish. Probably some lame house party. We'll drop you off after. Cool?
Yeah, man. Let's show these fuckers how we roll.
Seth and Evan are running down the sidewalk. They both slow to a stop to catch their breath. The party is nowhere in sight.
Huh. Huh. You fucking prick.
What?
Actually said huh.
You huh, bailed on me. Huh. Man,
No, I didn't.
of course you did. We were supposed to do something and you left instead of doing it. That's the definition of bailing.
If you said we should burn our dicks off and I didn't, that's not bailing.
It is bailing if you promised to burn your dick off.
What?
Bottom line is you're a bailer. You just bailed on me. You bailed on me this morning when Terry spat on me, and you're bailing on me next year.
Oh, okay. There it is. It finally comes out.
We were supposed to go to college together since elementary school. Whatever happened to that?
What happened to that? Is that you're too stupid to get into the schools I did?
I was not too stupid. I was too lazy.
You've wasted all my time. You selfish bastard. Instead of chasing girls and making friends, I threw away the last 3 years talking bullshit with you. And now because of you, I'm going to college a fucking friendless virgin.
Seth can't believe it. He's extremely hurt.
Getting with a girl won't make you any less of a loser next year.
You talking to me or yourself? You fucking loser.
Seth drops one of the Tide bottles and shoves Evan hard. Evan shoves him back. Michaels pounds on the keyboard of the little cop computer with his fist.
How do they expect us to work these things while we're driving? I can't even work my Mac while I'm sitting at my desk.
So, like, what does that computer do?
Pretty much anything. If you're smart enough to figure it out, like, who do you really hate? Give me a name.
My French teacher, Mrs. Graham. Suzette Graham.
Can I do it?
Slater nods. Michaels brings up her file, then punches a few buttons and smiles.
What did you do?
Tomorrow, Mrs. Graham will have a boot on her car.
I hate my dad, too.
Okay, around here somewhere. McLovin, are the numbers on that side odd or even?
It's too dark out.
We got flashlights. Slater gets his flashlight and points it out the window.
Wasn't even sure light came out of these things. I thought they were just cool-looking clubs.
Michaels and Slater start making lightsaber noises and pretend to fight each other with their flashlights. We see the cop car going down the street. Evan and Seth are a block down, shoving each other. Slater turns and points his flashlight out Michael's window, accidentally shining the light into his eyes.
My eyes.
He jerks the wheel. Seth swings at Evan with a giant detergent jug. Evan dodges it and shoves Seth hard. Seth stumbles into the road and gets hit by a cop car. Seth flies up onto the hood, smashing the windshield. The car screeches to a halt and Seth slides off the front of the car. Seth lies motionless, still holding one of the detergent jugs. The cap is knocked loose and beer starts spilling all over the place. Everyone in the car is looking forward, stunned. They can't see out the front window as it is shattered. Vogel has no clue as to who the victim was.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, I don't believe this is happening again.
Oh my God. Are you going to make sure he's all right?
Okay. We're going to get out of the car now, McLovin. You stay right there.
That guy better not be dead.
The cops get out of the car and walk over to the now sitting up Seth. He's dazed, but okay.
I'm sorry, you pushed me first.
I didn't put you in fucking oncoming traffic.
The boys notice the cops.
Is everyone all right?
We're great.
Well, you should be careful, boys. That's how accidents happen.
What, would cops drive like maniacs and hop the fucking curb?
Pardon?
Nothing.
Evan looks like he's about to shit himself. The cops notice one of the detergent jugs in the middle of the puddle of beer. Slater dips his finger and rubs it against his gums like it was cocaine. Pabst. You been doing a bit of drinking?
No, officer, not at all.
Is that more beer you got over there?
No, sir. Detergent.
Detergent.
My clothes are dirty.
The cops look at each other, then at the boys.
The boys stay here.
Vogel anxiously sits in the cop car. He can't see what's going on and through the shattered glass windshield. The cops turn away and start to whisper to one another. Seth and Evan look on nervous. All right, Michaels. The car is completely fucked and you're the one who fucked it. So you got to fix this.
What do I do?
We arrest these little crap stains and dump it on them. I'll take care of that. You go make sure McLovin is good to play ball. This is it, Michaels. You want to hang with the big boys? You got to get your hands dirty. You cool?
Yeah, I'm cool.
The cops nod to each other. Michaels goes back into the car and gets in. Slater walks back over to the boys. He puts his hand on his gun and pulls out his club, scaring the shit out of Evan and Seth. Get on the ground. Now, spread your shit. Evan and Seth lie down and their stomachs are spread and their arms and legs out, terrified.
Please don't shoot.
Please shut the fuck up. Officer Michaels is sitting in the driver's seat.
Was the guy all right?
What? Oh, yeah. The guy's fine.
Michaels looks back at the homeless guy, who is a little bit more awake than before.
Are you awake, sir?
The guy starts to open his eyes a little. Michael grabs the guy's face and slams it back, knocking him out again. Vogel jumps a little bit.
I'm sorry, McLovin. I really need this to be a private thing.
Officer Michaels takes out 2 cigarettes and gives one to Vogel, who accepts it, quivering in fear. Michaels lights his and then passes the lighter to Vogel.
Listen, McLovin. You like Officer Slater and myself, don't you?
Vogel tries to light his cigarette, takes a few tries, and starts hacking after the first pull.
Yeah, sure. You guys are great.
Yeah, well, we're also on probation. See, we've actually trashed 2 other cars. The first wasn't our fault, and the second a bee flew in and I freaked out. Point is, we trashed another car without a good reason and we're fucked. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to arrest these guys.
Okay.
And if you don't mind, which you shouldn't, we'd like you to write a fake witness report saying they jumped out in front of the car. Cool, McLovin?
Vogel nods his head, getting some of his cigarette smoke in his eyes. He winces and starts to blink in discomfort. Slater stands above the boys.
How tall are you?
I don't know, 5'10", 11.
And you said those were pumas? Seth nods. Officer Michaels and Fogel get out of the car. Seth and Evan see Fogel and stare in shock as he takes a drag of a cigarette and then flicks it aside. Michaels pulls Slater aside and mumbles into his ear. Fogel turns and sees Seth and Evan and is completely dumbfounded. Evan starts to look really nervous, like he might literally explode. He starts to stand up. The cops are still talking when suddenly Evan bolts.
Shit!
The cops run after Evan. Seth and Fogel look at each other. Seth grabs the remaining detergent jug and runs off in the opposite direction of Evan. Fogel reaches into the cop car, grabs a bag of booze, and follows Seth.
Seth, wait up!
Officer Slater looks back to see Seth and Fogel running. Shit! McLovin bailed! Shit! The cops run back into their car. They can't see out of the shattered windshield. Fuck! The cops get out of the car and run off after Seth and Fogel. As they run, we see the homeless guy slump out of the car, landing on his face with a muffled groan. He stands up, grabs the jug of detergent and what was left on the ground, and runs off. Fogel and an exhausted Seth are running together. Seth grabs Fogel and takes him around the house towards the backyard. A second later, the cops run by the house and continue up the block. Seth and Fogel sprint across a big, dark, black backyard. Seth looks back to see if they are being followed. Boom! He runs smack into a little red tent and trips onto it. Kids inside the tent start screaming as flashlights turn on.
Help!
Ah!
Daddy!
Fogel helps Seth get up. They try to run, but Seth is caught on the tent. He drags it a couple of feet, and the kids start crawling to get out.
Ah!
The zipper opens, and a kid hops out. The kid looks at Seth.
No, Daddy.
Holy shit, little kids!
A little girl runs out and books it into the house. From inside the tent, another kid starts kicking at Seth. Ow! Seth manages to free himself from the tent, and he and Fogel fall on the ground. The kids continue to scream.
Get away from my children!
The guy turns and sees a crazed, slightly overweight father in his underwear running at them with a baseball bat. Fogel and Seth scramble to their feet as the dad takes a swing at them, narrowly missing.
You sick sons of bitches!
Fogel throws his shoulder into the guy, knocking him down. Seth and Fogel run into the backyard gate and try to open it. They can't.
Help!
Fogel starts banging Seth as Seth looks back to see if the dad is coming for them. Seth swings the detergent jug at the father, knocking him on his ass. He quickly gets up and charges, enraged.
Ah!
Fogel gets the door open and the two boys run at the alley. They sprint down the alley. Seth coughs and wheezes, slowing down as he lugs the detergent. Father enters the alley and sees the boys running. He throws his baseball bat. It sails through the air and nails Seth in the back. He falls. He gets up and he keeps running. Slater and Michaels, completely out of breath, desperately scan the area for the boys. Stupid little bastards.
Maybe I should fire a shot. Scare him out.
Evan is nestled inside a large bush, frantically trying to reverse his clothes so as to disguise himself. He keeps looking out for the cops, but suddenly he hears a gunshot. Blam!
Oh God. Oh God. Fuck.
As he fumbles to turn his jacket inside out and get it on, he sees Seth and Fogel running towards him. He pops out of the bush, scaring Fogel and Seth.
Ah!
Jesus!
Should I run?
Fucking run!
They all run down the street. They turn a corner at the end of the block and continue running. They turn onto a main street and are exuberant at the sight of an oncoming bus. It stops at a nearby stop. They haul ass and make it on. Out of breath, the boys dig up change and put it in the toolbox and then walk towards the back of the bus.
Hey, it's you.
Fogel looks up and sees the homeless guy stumbling towards him. Sucking back the bottom of the lost detergent bottle, the homeless guy sees they have full bags of booze.
You got booze in the bag? Can you give me some?
No, fuck off. You already drank our detergent beer.
That was beer. Well, you little shit, you ain't got no cop people to help you keep your booze. Give me it.
The homeless nutcase reaches for the booze. Seth steps in front of him.
Back off, or we'll kick the shit out of you.
We can't do that. He's homeless.
So? Who cares? Just because he doesn't have a home doesn't mean he can't be a lunatic.
Give me the booze.
The guy shoves Seth aside and dives at Fogel. We go in very slow motion. Helen's bottle of Goldschlager gets knocked from the bag. It's very slowly falling towards the ground. Seth reaches for it, but doesn't quite grab it. We loudly hear the bottle as it slams against the bus floor, but doesn't break. It slowly rises back up into the air and begins sailing towards the front of the bus. Evan leaps through the air, sailing towards the precious Goldschlager with his arms extended.
Goldschlager!
He's inches away from grabbing it when suddenly he smashes into a pole, shattering, sending the little gold flakes everywhere. Back to normal. The homeless guy sees the gold flakes.
Shit! Gold!
He starts frantically picking up the flakes as Evan stares at the remains. Shocked, Fogel walks over.
What the hell is going on? Where did you come from?
Get the fuck off my bus or I'm calling the cops.
The boys look at each other terrified and get off the bus. Seth and Evan are looking at one another coldly as the bus pulls away. Fogel looks at some nearby street signs.
Holy shit! We're like 3 blocks away. Best luck ever.
Jules's party. They are walking up the street as Evan puts his clothes back on right side out. The guys walk up to the front door of Jules's house. They stand in front of the door.
Fuck yeah, guys, we made it. Together and safe.
Can't believe Helen's bottle broke.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
What's the difference? I thought you didn't need it anyways. I thought you were just going to tell her how you feel, you fucking pussy.
Yeah? Well, good luck getting Jules drunk enough to have sex with you.
What's wrong with you guys?
Shut up, Fogel. Never mind. Evan will tell you next year.
Fogel
You
down.
told it?
Told me what?
Well, we have to tell him now.
Fuck, Fogel. You goddamn idiot.
Well, he knows something's up.
Just say it.
Shit. Seth, me and Fogel are rooming together next year.
I don't even get what the big deal is, to be honest.
I didn't tell you because...
Save that shit for later. We've got shit to do.
Seth just goes into the house with the booze, leaving Fogel and Evan.
We never should have had to hide our arrangement.
The party is in full swing. There's loud music blaring and nearly 100 people talking, dancing, and smoking.
Oh, sorry. Seth, everyone's here. He's got it.
Everyone turns around and sees Seth holding all the liquor.
He's got a shitload of booze.
Everyone starts cheering. Seth sets it out on the kitchen table. It is an impressive array of inebriates.
The bar is open.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Seth,
Who the
class.
fuck is Seth?
Nice. Who the fuck's Seth?
In the background, we see Evan and Fogel wandering to the party as Jules approaches Seth.
This is awesome. Thank you so much.
Sorry it was late.
Oh, yeah. To be honest, people were starting to get seriously pissed off. Listen, I've got to go tell everyone the drinks are here. Don't go anywhere. Promise?
I'll be right here.
Jules walks off. Tons of kids pour themselves drinks. Seth is about 6 other kids have overflowing shots of Jaeger.
To Jules.
Everyone drinks and recoils from the taste. A random guy refills everyone's shot glass.
Another one. But to you, man. Everyone to this guy. Who the fuck are you, man?
Seth.
To
Seth.
Seth.
Seth!
Hey, let's do another one to me.
Everyone laughs at Seth. They're pleased with himself. He's very pleased with himself. Starts refilling shot glasses. Evan walks out into the back porch looking for Helen. He sees Becca.
Becca, hey.
Where have you been? You almost blew it.
What?
Helen, she's been waiting for you. She's right over there. She's been yammering about you all night.
What? What did she say? Does she think I'm a good guy? What did
It
she
was
say?
something like, I'll fully blow him tonight.
What?
Evan looks over and sees Helen standing on the balcony with a big group of people. He gets really nervous.
Oh, man. And this is too much. Oh, God. Okay, what do I do? I lost the Goldschlager. I was supposed to bring her.
Well, Well, Jordana stole a bottle of tequila from her parents, and her and Elle have been going at it. I think she'll be fine in that department. I just go over there and invite her upstairs. Pronto.
What? Oh man. But she's totally hammered. If I get with her and I'm not drunk, isn't that like date rape?
It's not date rape if you're drunk too.
I guess.
Evan looks at Helen and takes a deep breath. Evan enters into the bathroom and slams the door shut, a bottle of ouzo in one hand and a beer in the other. He looks at himself in the mirror, seeming as though he's on the verge of a full-on nervous panic attack.
Calm down, Evan. She likes you. She wants to suck on your penis. That's a good thing.
He opens the ouzo and smells it. He recoils in disgust.
Down the hatch.
Evan takes a mighty swing and gags and spits it out, spraying it everywhere. Vogel sits bored in front of the TV drinking a beer. He watches a bunch of girls flirt with some boys. Everyone is talking and laughing while he sits alone. He walks over to the doorway of a room filled with girls dancing. In the corner, dancing, is Nicola. He stares at her for a moment, then goes back and sits in front of the TV. He changes the channel and Cops comes on the screen. It shows 2 cops chasing a crackhead, tackling him and knee dropping him. Vogel ponders as he watches Cops. He throws back the rest of his beer and marches into the room where Nicola is. He walks up to Nicola, who is by far the best looking girl in the room, and starts dancing with her. She looks a bit thrown at first, but after a few beats, she seems to like it.
They call you Nicola, right?
And they call you Fogel?
Some do.
They continue dancing. Montage intercut, Seth and Evan. Seth, taking a shot after shot in the kitchen with everyone else, glances over at Jules every now and then as she walks around the party, sending more people to drink with him. Evan, in the bathroom, forcing himself to brutally suck back a disgusting amount of ouzo. He sips from the beer, then takes a deep breath and starts again. Seth dances jokingly with a few people and tells the story of that evening, showing them the detergent jug full of beer and acting out getting hit by a car. Evan, who has drank about half the bottle, is pretty drunk, stands up, arms reached out, and tries to walk in a straight line. He does it fairly well. Frustrated, he sits back down and takes another disgusting swig of ouzo. Jules throws Seth a smile when she sees him making everyone laugh as he refills their cups with very foamy, slightly blue-tinted beer from a detergent jug. Evan can't help his balance as he tries to touch his nose while standing on one foot. He's drunk. He drinks from the tap thirstily, eats some toothpaste, fixes his collar, his hair, and then gathers up his courage, takes a deep breath, and steps out of the bathroom. Evan walks out onto the balcony. He spots the circle of people Ellen was standing in, and only now Helen is lying on the ground, laughing hysterically. Everyone in the circle is looking at her and laughing as well. Evan is extremely nervous. Helen looks up and spots him.
Evan! Hey, come here.
Evan takes a deep breath and walks up to where she's laying. She extends her arms.
Help me up. None of these people will help me up.
Evan notices that she seems a little too drunk. He helps her up and she collapses into him, forcing him to hold her up.
Hey, Helen! Oh, sorry, I was...
Helen laughs hysterically as she latches onto Evan. He smells her breath. It reeks of alcohol. Evan's drunk, but Helen is completely fucking shit-faced.
Evan, oh my god, you're so fucking hilarious. Do you guys know how fucking hilarious Evan is? Tell them how hilarious you are.
The group looks at Evan.
Well,
Listen to him. He's so cute.
Helen puts her arm around Evan.
I've been waiting for you for like ever. What took you so long? Do you have my Goldschlager?
oh man, it's a crazy story.
Helen picks up a bottle of tequila and shoves it into Evan's hand.
Here, don't worry, we can drink this.
Already pretty wasted, but here's to you.
Evan takes a drink and gags.
Lightweight.
Everyone laughs.
Hey, me and you should go upstairs now. I really want to tell you something.
Uh, uh, you could just tell me right here.
No, let's go upstairs. Come on.
Evan hears everyone giggle as Helen pulls him towards the house. Sorry. Helen trips, just managing not to fall.
Careful.
Nicola and Fogel are standing in the corner of the room. Nicola is looking at Fogel's ID.
McLovin, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I just thought it sounded old.
They both laugh and their eyes meet. The party is in full swing and everyone is getting good and drunk. Jules walks up to Seth, who is clearly pissed drunk.
Hey, I'm back. I had to thank the peeps for coming out.
Jules, the hostess with the mostest, the woman of the hour. This party's blowing my ass off. I want you to have a drink with me.
No, thanks. I'm good. But seriously, thanks for getting all the drinks. It really made the night.
It's just how I roll, Jules. No problems. No problems.
Jules laughs at Seth, sees that his charm is working.
You know, I love talking and conversing with you. You're so good at it. But I can't hear you. Can we just go on the balcony or something?
Jules eyes Seth suspiciously. Seth just looks at her, smiling drunkenly.
Why not? I haven't conversed in ages. Let's do it.
Jules walks out of the kitchen. He finishes off his beer and then happy as shit, drunkenly dances out of the kitchen and after Jules. Evan practically holds Helen up, almost dropping her several times as they stumble into Jules's bedroom. Helen puts down the tequila and starts kissing Evan, but it's not nice kissing. It's sloppy porno kissing with way too much tongue. After a few moments, Evan pulls away and looks at the remarkably drunk Helen.
Are you okay?
I so flirt with you in math.
Oh man, Helen, I want to tell you. I mean, I've wanted to tell you for a long time.
I know. I've wanted to get with you so hard.
Helen
Like-
kisses him.
Like so hard.
Helen yanks him into the bed and starts sloppily kissing him again. Evan doesn't know what to do. She tries to take off Evan's shirt, but is way too inebriated to undo the buttons. Evan yanks it off.
Good.
Helen stands up and starts to waver back and forth. She looks like she's about to tip over, but she catches herself and sloppily tries to strike a sexy pose like a model. Evan watches in dread as she starts to strip, pulling her shirt over her head, completely failing to look sexual. As Evan watches the tragedy unfold, he grabs the bottle of tequila and takes a big swig. Helen sits on the floor and concentrates on untying her shoes.
What the fuck? Stupid shoe.
Evan moves over to her to help. He can't do it either.
Shit, can you slip out?
Helen tries to squeeze her foot out, but she can't. She grabs a pair of scissors off a desk.
Whoa, fucking careful.
She snips the knot off and slips her shoes off.
You take off your pants, or I'll cut them off.
Helen laughs as she staggers to her feet and starts kissing Evan. She starts taking off his pants. Nicola leads Fogel up the stairs.
I can't believe I'm about to get with Fogel.
Why?
I don't know. You're like the most mysterious guy in the grade. Like nobody knows anything about you.
Well, you're about to learn a few things.
Ew.
Ew.
Jules and Seth step out onto the front porch. There is no one else out there. The moment the door closes behind them, Seth turns to Jules and puts his hands on her hips. He stares into her eyes and moves in for the kiss. Jules instantly pulls
Whoa.
back.
Slow down.
What? What's wrong?
I Prefer if we did this at some other time?
But there is no other time. School's up. This is the only time. What's wrong with now?
Well, you're drunk. Like, really, really drunk.
So? So are you.
I'm not drunk at all. I don't even drink.
Seth is absolutely shocked. It takes his remarkably drunk mind a moment to process this information.
You don't drink? But you told me to get the liquor.
Yeah, I'm throwing a party. Remember?
You don't drink?
No, I don't drink.
And you don't want to, you know.
No, not right now. Thank you very much.
Seth looks at Jules and realizes that he's screwed up. His eyes start to water.
Oh, man. Fuck.
Seth starts to cry.
Are you crying?
No. Yeah, so what if I am? I'm a fucking idiot and it was my last chance, so I should be crying.
No last chance to do what?
To make you my girlfriend for the summer, okay? There. You're like the coolest person that's ever talked to me, and I thought we'd both be drunk, but
What would me being drunk have to do with it?
you never get with me in your right mind. Look at me. And now look at you.
Suddenly the front door opens and a random girl walks out.
Hey Ricky, what is the quarter that you want? What a fat eight. Whoa,
Okay.
sorry, to Jules, not Juice. Sorry. The girl hops down the stairs, walks off with Jules, stares into the sobbing Seth. Go.
Evan, sitting on the bed in his boxers, and Helen is just getting her pants off, leaving her only in her lingerie. Evan's eyes widen. She looks at Evan and rubs her breasts in a very unsexy way.
I wore this for you. Here we
Helen-
go.
Helen crawls under the bed, pushes Evan down, and starts seriously making out with him, drunker and sloppier than ever.
Evan, I'm so wet.
You're so beautiful.
Helen shoves her hand down Evan's boxers. Evan jolts, terrified.
You've got such a smooth cock.
Thank you. I thought you were a really incredible person for a really long time.
Evan looks really nervous as Helen's hand starts moving up and down.
You've got to get hard for me. Real hard.
I'm about to, but first I just want to tell you exactly how
I'm gonna suck your dick so good.
you don't have to do that, you know. We can start this relationship on something more than just that.
Yeah, Evan, I know. I need you to eat my hairy love crack.
Jesus Christ.
What's wrong?
You don't want to do this.
Yeah, I do. I want to fuck you.
Look, you know I really like you, Helen, but it's just too intense, and I'm so drunk. I don't even know how to, process this.
You're just being a pussy.
What? Did you just call me a pussy?
Yeah, a scared little pussy. Blah. I puke everywhere.
Puke.
Puke.
Evan watches in horror as Helen vomits all over Jules's bed.
Oh, God. Oh.
I need Becca.
I'll go get her. Are you gonna be okay?
Oh God. I'm puking.
Evan winces as she throws up again. Fogel is laying on his back on the bed and Nicola is straddling him. They are kissing. Nicola sits up and takes Fogel's hand and starts sucking his fingers.
I've got a boner.
Good. Do you have a condom?
He pulls out a condom
And lube.
and a little bottle of lube. Seth and Jules are both seated on the stairs. Seth has his hands in his face. Nope, his face in his hands. Jules is patting his back, but clearly feels awkward.
Seth, you
Seth looks up at her, drunk as hell, his eyes half open.
you didn't blow it. You're
Seth blanks out and falls forward. Bam. He headbutts Jules right in the face.
no.
Jules clutches her eyes as Seth slumps into the patio floor unconscious. She gets up, yelling in pain, as Seth opens his eyes.
Seth, what the fuck?
Help me.
Jules storms into the house, leaving Seth lying on the front porch. He wiggles around a bit.
Sorry.
He passes out again. A few moments go by when suddenly a cop car pulls up in the front of the house. Seth opens his eyes wide and sees the cops.
Oh no.
2 cops get out and start harassing 2 kids smoking a joint on the front lawn. One of them turns on their flashlight and sees Seth. It's Officer Slater's and Michael.
Evan.
Evan, sitting on the couch next to Miorki?
Maroki.
Oh, Evan's partner from cooking class. Drinking a bottle of tequila. He's absolutely smashed.
Life's bullshit, huh, Maroki?
Suddenly, Seth bursts into the room and grabs Evan's shirt.
Fucking wax off, asshole.
No! I'm helping you, man. Just listen.
Seth grabs Evan's wrist and tries to pull him to his feet.
Fuck off, jerk. You're hurting my shoulders.
Just then, Terry, the guy who spat on Seth at the beginning, walks by.
Hey, look, it's Christina and Brittany. Have fun boning each other on grad night.
Terry and his buddies laugh their asses off when suddenly, knock, 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 the loud, authoritative knocking echoed through the party, and everyone looks at the door, knowing it can only mean one thing. Someone opens the door, revealing Officers Slater and Michaels. They talk to whoever answers the door, obviously oblivious of Seth and Evan. We had a complaint about the noise. Looks like you're having a nice little party here.
A nice little underage drinking party.
Evan points at the cops.
Dude, Seth, it's the cops. The cops.
That's what I've been here.
Seth pulls Evan up, and the 2 drunkenly make their way out of the living room just as the cops step in. Okay, everyone out. Party's over. Get out of here. I'll go upstairs. I told you this would release some anger.
I'll tell you what would release some anger. If one of these little fuckers touched me and I got to club his face in.
Seth and Evan run through the backyard. Seth stumbles and falls, but quickly gets up. With great difficulty, the boys drunkenly lift themselves over the fence. Fogel is on top of Nicola in the missionary position.
Oh, oh.
It's in. In.
Fogel wears the greatest look of accomplishment one could possibly imagine. Suddenly, Officer Michaels bursts into the room and flicks on the lights.
What the hell?
Nicola screams, grabs her clothes, and runs into the bathroom. McLovin? What the fuck?
Officer Slater?
You ran away from us. Michaels, get up here.
No, I hit my head when we crashed. I was all disoriented and I just wandered off confused. Seriously.
Shut the fuck up. Wait a minute. How old was that girl? 16, 17? You sick bastard. That's statutory rape, McLovin.
McLovin.
He was violating a 16-year-old girl.
What? No, I didn't even break the law. I'm not really even.
Sit your ass down and keep it down.
You're going to jail, fucko. Nicola, now dressed, emerges from the bathroom. She screams and runs out. They take Fogel's arms and handcuff him. They don't take kindly to your type in jail, McLovin. Drunk, joyful, and out of breath, the boys stop running.
Dude, you saved me.
I totally did. I wanted to.
Want to sleep in my house, man? You're my best friend.
Yeah. Sleepover. Fucking, you got pizza bagels still?
Yeah. Look what else I got.
Evan pulls out a half bottle of tequila.
Nice.
They start to drink it together. All the kids from the party have congregated in the front yard. The cop car is parked right in front. We see the officers dragging Fogel through the crowd of kids.
So
Stupid.
am I
Suddenly,
Oh, I know.
what, Dustin?
I wasn't looking at the script. Never mind.
Oh. Suddenly, a wad of spit hits Slater in the shoulder. He turns and sees Terry, the guy who spat on Seth. Slater walks over and bashes the kid in the face with the nightstick. The kid drops. There you go.
So am I going to jail?
Yeah, you're going to fucking Azkaban.
What?
You're the funniest fucking kid I've ever met.
We've been fucking with you. Jesus. I love this kid.
I don't understand.
We know you're not 25. What are we, morons? My God. What are you, 16?
17.
17. We had you going, McLovin.
Seth and Evan sit at the back of an empty bus together.
Is the Bane bus anything like this?
The cop car is spinning donuts in the middle of an empty lot. It stops. Fogel and Officer Michaels get out, but smiling. The driver's side window rolls down to reveal Slater. All right, boys. What I'm about to show you is pretty much the greatest move in donut spinning history. So, behold, the reverse figure eight.
So, what's your official position?
If you were in, you were in. You are no longer a virgin. End of story. Screw cum.
Suddenly, Slater guns it and speeds across the lot, slamming onto the brakes, spinning wildly in several erratic backwards donuts. Slater completely loses control of the car. He smashes through a bunch of shopping carts and slams into a light post, completely fucking up the cruiser. Slater tries to open its door, but it won't budge. He crawls out the missing windshield and slumps onto the ground. All right. I think that's about all the fun we're going to have on this one. Slater hands Fogel a notepad. And by signing this, you are officially saying that we stopped you from being mugged. A crackhead stole our cruiser and did God knows what with it.
Of course. That mugger had nothing but murder in his eyes. I owe you my life.
Can we do this already?
Cops and Fogel push the cruiser towards a small but steep hill. They shove it over the edge and watch it roll. It gains speed and smashes into a tree, shattering the windows and crushing the front of the car.
Can we shoot at it?
I don't know. Can you? They whip out their guns. I'm throwing down the gauntlet. $50 to whoever hits the gas tank.
You're so fucking on.
Can I get a shot?
Slater hands Fogel the gun. With a huge smile, Fogel raises the gun, aims it at the police cruiser, and blasts off round after round. Seth and Evan are lying in sleeping bags beside one another. The now empty bottle of tequila lies between them. They are laughing very hard, still drunk off their asses.
I can't believe she said that shit.
Oh my Lord. You have no idea. And then you saved me, man. I fucking love you.
I fucking love you too, man. I'm not embarrassed. I just love you.
Why don't we say that more? It feels good. I love you more than my brother, man. Like, when you went away for Easter last year, I, missed you, you know?
I missed you too. Come here, man.
They hug.
We'll always be friends because we love each other.
They stop hugging. Their laughter slows down, and they take a moment of silence.
3 weeks ago, I was in your room and you were taking a dump, and I saw your residence placement thingy. I totally saw you're living with Fogel, so
I'm sorry, man.
Don't be. I'm sorry. I was being a bitch.
I need you to know that It's not like I even want to live with Fogel. It's just that I'm really afraid of living with strangers.
You know, I was pissed off I didn't get with Jules, but like, we really got through a lot of our shit, you know?
Yeah, me too. Like, yeah, at least we kind of came together again. Good night, Seth. I love you.
Night, Evan. Love you, man.
Next morning, Evan wakes up and looks over at Seth, who is also waking up. They look at each other extremely awkward, almost as though they drunkenly had sex with each other the night before.
Oh, uh, hey, morning.
Morning.
You sleep good?
Yeah, this is a really good pillow.
Um,
Maybe I should get going.
you don't have to. I'm not like doing anything.
Oh, you want to hang out? I was gonna go to the mall, actually.
Oh, cool. Well, can I come? I need a comforter for college.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd really like that.
Evan is standing in the pants section of a department store. Seth walks out of the dressing room wearing jeans that are way too small.
Don't ask me. I don't give a shit if your pants look good.
Well, I need someone's opinion.
Fine. They're way too small.
Yeah, but when I was wearing your dad's pants last night, I realized that if I buy pants that are too small, it'll encourage me to lose weight. And in tight pants, chicks will kind of see my dick a little.
Yeah, the male camel toe look is really big this year.
Seth goes back into the dressing room and wiggles out of the pants. He walks out.
These pants suck. Let's get the fuck out of here.
They walk through the department store when suddenly Evan sees Helen and Jules looking at comforters.
Again, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I actually did that.
I feel sorry that I'm making you buy me a new one.
I have to. It's puke.
Holy shit.
Is that them?
Should we hide?
Helen looks and notices them. She waves and points them out to Jules. Seth and Evan wave back. The girls get up and start to walk over.
Fuck that, man. I can't talk to her. Look what I did to her.
Helen called me a pussy to my face. What am I going to say to her?
Hi, Evan. Seth.
Hi, Helen. Hi, Jules.
Jules, Helen, hi. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Jules.
It's okay.
How are you feeling?
Not bad, but not great. How about you?
That looks terrible. No, I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It
Don't
looks...
worry about it, Seth. It was an accident.
Did you have fun last night?
Do you remember much?
I really don't remember much.
No, really. I remember looking up and you screaming at me. That's about it.
I didn't puke on you, did I?
No, I dodged it. Whizzed right by me.
But seriously, I acted like a fucking idiot last night. I'm really sorry you didn't deserve that.
Yeah, I'm sorry about all that. Thanks for being such a gentleman.
You look good with a black eye.
Thanks, smart guy. That's why I'm here. I have to go to Macy's to get a shitload of cover up for that grad photo.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and I'm going to Linen Brothers to buy Jules a new comforter.
Oh, I have to get a comforter too for college.
So, you gonna come with me to Macy's and buy me cover up or what?
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to. I had such bad acne last year, I became an expert on that stuff.
You could get your college pants there.
Yeah, but wait. You drove me here, Evan. Evan drove me here. How
I
do
got
we...
my dad's car. I'll take you home and Evan can give Helen a lift.
That sounds good.
Maybe we could go eat after?
Sweet.
So, I'll call you later.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
Come on, Seth, let's go.
Credits.
Wait, can you please read the last line of the script? It's hilarious.
We flip through Seth's seemingly endless penis drawings from childhood. They are hilarious.
Yeah, right.
Well done.
Oh, God.
All right, let me stop.
Thanks
this
for letting
recording.
me be a part of this. This was fun.